Good morning, everybody. How is everyone? Just adjust my microphone. There we go. That should be better. How are we all doing? Hopefully, we're all good. Let us get started with the unimportant stuff, like PvP. Get that out of the way. And then we'll get stuck in to do the 2 expedition. And then we'll do some Trials Gauntlet. And then we'll get stuck into Capture 8. And hopefully net ourselves something to do with Bobodom. That would be good. Morning, Will. How you doing, man? In fact, let's do 3 of each. Right? We'll do a 4 and 2 5s on PvP, Expedition, and Trial Gauntlet. And then we'll do all the item find stuff. Also, you might notice something different. And if you're in the Discord, you may have seen it yesterday. But I'm not wearing my hat. I've got blinds. It's pretty freaking excited. I'm pretty freaking excited. I've got blinds. I can see. It's amazing. It's so good. I can actually see what I'm doing. It's pretty great. There is some filtered light that comes through, but it's not that bad. Like, we had to, the blinds, why they didn't go up early, is they didn't fit, and we had to like cut them down to size. So you can kind of see, like, over here, there's like a bit of light running down here. So there's little gaps in it, little bits here and there, but overall, it's pretty great. I have the ability to see. Black Boy, welcome. What up, dude? What's going on? What is happening? Nice coffee, so good. I do have a little bit of a cold at the moment too. Yesterday I started getting a little bit sniffly. This morning I woke up with a bit of a sore throat and stuff, so. Viking, morning. How's things? Lighting is much better? Yeah, so much better. I mean, I can give myself more light as well. Like they're those slat blinds that you can put up and down. So at the moment I've got them all closed and I've just got like the light on and stuff, just to try out and see what's best. But I could always just like open them up where the light's not coming in my eyes, but it brightens the room up a bit. It's good. We got much more options as far as lighting goes. Should be pretty good. Pip, what are you doing? Leaving Iconic and then disappearing from the world and never saying hi. How are you? Hopefully you're going well. I hate that we got this for free. I mean, it's a one thing, it's a one potion that restores 100 health and 100 shields. Like, whatever. But it's there, and I always want to go to do the medium healing potion, which is normally here, but that's the lesser potion now, and I keep doing it by mistake. So I've just got to get rid of this on purpose to get rid of it, so it's no longer pissing me off. But I've just got to wait until, like, we need a proper time to actually use it, because we may as well use it efficiently, right? But I need to get rid of it. And it's also the biggest ripoff you've ever seen, that thing. Let's have a look at it. 500 gems for one potion that restores 100% health and shields. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Zil, welcome, dude. Super potion should be the other end. Yeah, exactly. It should be right at the end of the max potion, right? So you don't use it by mistake or something. But that's obviously why they put it there, so people do use it by mistake, and then they're like, oh shit, I gotta buy another one. Except no one should ever buy one ever. I'm good, dude. I am good. I was just saying before, I got a little bit of a cold. But other than that, I'm good. We got the blinds up. I just spoke about that as well, so that's really good. So yeah, it's a good day. I would blame my absence on the new guild, but in reality, kids keep you tight as hell. I'm just joking, man. I'm just joking. But it's good to see you. You know, there's always Discord we can chat on and stuff as well. But yeah, hopefully the new guild's going well. So you put in your service at Iconic, and for that I appreciate it. You farming today? Farming those mythics? Almost done with 4k beanstalk hunt. God damn, it's a lot of beanstalks. Jack himself would be impressed. So we're gonna do some expedition after this, but I will take a look at the loot table for it and have a discussion about which one to go for. I've done it again. Oh, whatever. We should be able to finish this, no problem. We'll just get the gauntlet out of the way. I still haven't got one set drop or the Melvin head or anything from 680 gauntlet trials gauntlet. It's pretty bad. Like, I'm not going to use the merciless or anything because I don't have the ability to upgrade it. I don't have the Crubble. I haven't been farming Crubble, so like whatever. But I could use it for cosmetics, which would be good. And I really want the Melvin head for cosmetics, and I just haven't got any. It's been like a couple of months now doing 680. I think not one drop. It's pretty bad. Managed to pick up a legendary schematic off the expedition. Salute. From, yeah, okay. Finally got a better pet. Nice, man. What'd you get? What you get? Did you just do a trash craft and buy one box or one egg and get a legendary? Be pretty good. The Driffin one. Oh yeah, someone in the chat the other day was saying like your favorite fams in the thing, and I assume they meant Yeti, but they were totally talking about Driffin. Trial Gauntlet drop rates are garbage? Yeah, they are. They're probably the worst drop rates that I experience. I'm not sure if they're actually garbage, like if they're any different to other things, but I never get anything from Trials Gauntlet. Very, very, very rarely. Yeah, so the few mounts, I don't know what they are. I saw there's the Driffin one, and I saw there's like a chariot as well, which looks hilarious. And then outside of that, I don't know what the other two are. Oh wow, that hurt. How many of them do I have? Oh, I thought it said 17. I'm like, no, I should have more than 17. Okay, this is hurting substantially. Ow. Okay, we may wipe here. Which is a bit of a shame, really. Oh god. Actually, no, I'll let him die. Okay, there we go. No! We did it. Have we used the potion on us? No, okay, so we can let ourselves die as well. Big damage. Okay, there we go. And still don't think we're going to do it. But we'll see. Probably be close. Big damage. Damn it. Or small damage. Or maybe. Maybe. Big damage. Yeah, big damage. Okay, all for nothing. Okay, so looking at the expedition, we have this. We have Super Scroll and Item Find days haven't done crap for me, unfortunately. Yeah, that sucks. I got into raid 3. Welcome, trash. I got into raid tree and literally got the green cannon goblin on the same day. The green cannon goblin? What? Oh, the familiar? The epic familiar? That's pretty good. Anyway, looking at the screen, we have Zeta, what up? We have the different portals, right? So we have Blubix portal, has a main hand. I haven't seen anyone with this main hand yet, so I don't know what the skills are on it, but above 50% health, damage increased by 5%. It's pretty good. For a DPS, it's pretty good. You shouldn't be under 50% because all your tanks and stuff should be taking the damage. So I'm interested in that. It depends what the skills are, because as we've talked in length about my weapon and my build and everything with Dual Strike, this weapon is really good. So if anyone in chat knows what the skills on that bow, I assume it's a bow, looks like a bow, then let me know. Next one, Mythic Offhand in Maui portal, is a tank one. 1% block, 1% evade, 1% damage, reduction, 0.5% absorb, 0.5% deflect. So that's really good. Just in every sense, that's really good. Next one, Wizbot, has a mythic head, that 5% chance to gain 2 SP per turn. It's pretty good. 5% is not high, but 2 SP per turn is pretty awesome. And then the last one, Astamas portal, has a mythic body with 2% dual strike and 0.5% quad strike. That's the one for us. Even though we already have a legendary chest here, you can't see it over the graphic, but the top part, but the important part you can see. You and nearby enemies gain 2% increased damage. like, it's good because it's a mythic, it's got free thingy on it, but you and nearby teammates 2% increased damage. Like, I'll take 2% dual strike over that every day for a personal thing, because then I'll be up pretty much to 40%. So we're personally going for the mythic body, and then if we get that, which we won't, but if we do, we're going to go for the mythic main hand. But I need to know what the skills on that main hand are, and I don't know them. So if anyone knows that, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just have to dig around and find someone with it, like in my friends list or something, and see what's up. Okay, let's do this. Zil, you're in the team. Don't fail me. Yeah, so what? There's the Driffin mount, there's the Chariot mount. What are the other two? This is the one where the Chariot's from, no doubt. There's like the Harry Potter themed one, right? The wizard one. I don't know what the mount in there is. I'm so hosed here. The deaf pet are in the shop, but I'll have to wait another 10 days now. Why? Oh, because you couldn't buy the thing. That's right. Yeah, that's annoying. You're going for this one, right? Are you going for this one? No, you're not going for this one. Oh, they're offensive, sorry. The Blobber Fam and a broomstick from the Harry Potter portal. Oh yeah, that's right, the boss, right? There's a mount of the Blobber clone, yep, right now, budget till Wednesday, Dumglim, yeah. I knew you were going to Dumglim, I just wasn't sure which egg, but then they're offensive ones, so wasn't accurate. Okay, so there's the Chariot, there's the Driffin, there's the Blobber with the wand. What's the other one? What's the fourth mount? I find it weird that the mount from in here is the Chariot, where there's no actual Chariot enemy. Seems a bit weird. This is the Chariot though, isn't it? It's Chariot, Driffin, the Blubber with the wand, and something else. Okay, let's go again. Oh, the broom, it's separate. Right, a broom is a mount, and then there's a Blubber mount as well. Really? That's pretty cool. Nice. I thought the Blubber boss was the Harry Potter boss, or is that drop 2 mounts in that one portal, and the other portal doesn't drop anything? I don't know. Nathan, welcome, dude. How you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Lytton, what up? Dumbledore. The Blubber is the different portal. Right, okay. I thought the Blubber was the Harry Potter portal. Gotcha. So it's just a broom. That's kind of cool in a way, I guess. I remember when I used to play World of Warcraft, there was a Halloween event or something. I don't know, I can't remember. It's been many years. But there was some event, and if you did it, you like the dailies and stuff, you got like tokens, and then you could trade in the tokens for loot in this event. There was like consumables, and I think there was some gear or whatnot, but one of them was a broomstick mount. And I remember buying that because I was a mount hunter. That was like my thing in WoW. Like, I didn't care about really doing the top tier stuff. Like I did the raids and stuff, but like I just loved going around collecting mounts. So it was pretty good. How are you feeling about big heroes? I heard the Kong or whatever sold it off to another company. Yeah, they did. I still don't know too much about that. I've gone in and done too much research into that. But yeah, it was Droopy Men's or whatever it was called, is a 3-man dev team. And then they sold it to Congregate, who is a giant conglomerate type thing. So we'll see. There was a post on it saying that, you know, don't be scared and all this sort of stuff, and they've got all this new content and stuff that they've got planned, and all these new things are coming out and whatnot. So yeah, we'll just have to, it's like a wait and see approach, right? Which is kind of the way with everything. in that aspect, but they've put out like a PSA saying like, you know, everything's fine, you know, like don't worry, da 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 da. Which of course they're gonna say that. They're gonna say that no matter what. We're in good hands, said the passengers on the Titanic. Yeah, so they're gonna say whatever they need to like calm people down and pacify the situation. And then they came out with like a heap of, you know, new content ideas and new tweaks and new balance things and da 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 da. What the hell was that? Oh, that might have been the specific material to upgrade fams or something, like a tiger potion it looks like. Yeah, but we'll have to wait and see. You know, it's all speculation and stuff. Liquid Valor, there you go. I don't really like to speculate on stuff like that too much because it's kind of pointless in the end. Like, we can't actually change anything. It's, you know, everything, we're just players, right? We can't change anything. So it's kind of like just wait and see what happens. I realize there's a lot of people out there that want to talk about it and like dissect it and all the rest of it, but it's similar to what I do with this game in general. Like, I don't, a crappy schematic. You know, I don't go trolling through forums and go onto the official wiki, not wiki, official Discord and stuff, like just hunting for information and stuff. I just come across it naturally when I come across it, like when it gets announced and stuff. So, you know, we'll just have to wait and see what happens with the takeover and whether it ends up killing the game or being worse, being better. We don't know. The game's not going to die. Let's be honest. They make an absolute mint of this thing. It's not going to die. But, you know, maybe it may change in some form. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. I'm not a big fan of speculation. So I don't mind talking about it as far as what's, you know, they've talked about this, they've talked about that, like the facts, but speculation about what might happen, it's not really my deal. Hopefully I didn't ruin the game. Lotric, what up, dude? We're also, Lotric, we're getting closer and closer to Dark Souls 2. And Dark Souls 3, for that matter. We're at least 3/4, I'd say more, of the way through Dragon Quest. So, yeah. Dark Souls 2 will be here soon. The Jupiter Men's logo screen with the little bouncing heart logo has already been removed, which kind of makes me sad. I love that for some reason. Yeah, it had some like cute charm, right? So as far as I know, nothing's changed, right? So far, nothing's changed. Apart from maybe that. I didn't notice that when I logged in, but I hope to have good news on Mythics next time you stream on Catch Sunday. It'll be Thursday. Thursdays and Mondays. Although it's Sunday for you now, is it? I don't know, something like that. Either way. Monday capture rate, Thursday capture rate at the moment. Until new content, then we'll go back to Thursday and Sunday. This chariot mount looks hilarious. It's just a dude in a chariot being pulled by a lesser sex horse. It's pretty much, it's a dude in a chariot being pulled around by a sex pony. That's what it is. It's like sex horse had a oh, okay, I'm not going to say that. Sex horse had a out of marital child with like Driffin, and that's what came out. Sex pony. Fun fact, I came across a dev player with an exclusive banner with the Jup logo on it for an accessory. Yeah, they're around here and there. They're also a Gauntlet boss as well. First time I've seen that mount, cracking me up, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty funny, huh? The old sex pony. I don't mind it actually. Like it's not like the really big obnoxious mounts like the mount from the robot expedition, like that big mount that looks like the raid 4 boss. Like it's just like it's this tall. It's just stupidly big. And the Rexy mount, the cosmetic Rexy mount, which is also like up here somewhere, like they're just huge. I don't like them just because they're too big. They're just obnoxiously too big. But this one's big in the way that it's long. It's big and long. the sex pony it is. But it kind of looks cool because it's not too distracting. Anyway, I don't mind it. I think it's alright. When they're gonna put in a chicken pulling someone along in the chariot, I don't know. Maybe Congregate are just like way more of a fan of chickens than Juppie was. Oh no, there's light filtering through. Ruined. Ruined. I hate them big mounts. Yeah, me too, man. I don't like it. Want to see my raid? I'm gonna try putting this blind the other way. Is that gonna help at all? No, it made no difference whatsoever. That's a shame. Yeah, like I said, there's little, because we have to cut them to size, there's little bits that don't quite fit. It's hard to explain. So the blinds don't fit the window frame perfectly because you have to cut them down. So there's bits on the side that don't fully reach, if that makes sense. I don't know, it's hard to explain. Either way, there's going to be like little trickles, but holy shit, is it way better than what it was. You have a pretty big mount on? Do you? What mount you got? I want to see. I like the one-eyed monster moose mount you have. It's so much better having blinds. It's so much better. Like, it's new blinds is step 1. New chair is step 2. New computer is step 3. Then I'm living the dream. But yeah, it's pretty great. Because I would wear that hat, right? I'd have to put the hat on, and then the headphones over the hat, and then this over that. And so the hat would then push in on my glasses, where the glasses go over your ears. And so that would like be shoving those into my head, which is obviously painful. And then the headphones go on top of that, pushes it even further because the compression of the headphones. And then this goes on top again. And this is pretty loose on my head right now. Like it's not a big deal. I can move it around fairly easily. But with the hat on and then the headphones and this is a real struggle to get it on, and then that would compress it even further. And so my glasses arms were just absolutely raging the side of my head and my ears. Wasn't the best. But now it's done, so that's good. And that's why I wasn't streaming on Sunday, for what it's worth. Because the blinds were going up, as well as a few other things going around. But it's all worth it. I want to see a raid team with 5 sex ponies. That would be pretty good, actually. If you, we could do it guild-wise, right? We could just get everyone in Iconic to have, not the sex ponies, because not everyone has the sex ponies. But we could all do for, GVG, next GVG comes around. We could just make it so everyone uses, what's a mount everyone got for free? So that everyone has the same, 100% has the same mount. Like the turkey mount that we got for Thanksgiving last year or something. And then everyone also wears just one of the cosmetics that everyone else has as well. Like maybe, I don't know, the Santa outfit or something. So everyone looks identical, apart from their weapon, I guess. And their pet. That would be pretty cool. We did that for GVG a while ago, and that's not a new trend. Like a lot of people in a lot of guilds in GVG wear the same cosmetics. But if we wore the same cosmetic and the same mount and the same everything, that would look pretty funny. Even if it was mismatched, it would look funny. But we got to get every single person in the guild to do it, because if there's one person that's different, it ruins it. Everyone's got to commit. So that's why you've got to pick something that everyone would have. So because there's people that, can't play as often, or, weren't around, say, a year and a half ago when there was a specific cosmetic that came out or something. So Zill, I know that you've missed a few cosmetics that you're annoyed about. You don't have the lightsabers and stuff because you weren't in the game when they came out, so you can't get them anymore. Stuff like that. So we just got to make it one of the cosmetics that came out in the last 6 months or something that we know everybody has. So yeah, it'd be pretty good though. You made a third Walkham for your 5v5 team. Going to be glorious. Holy crap. That's some damage. But the thing is, like, a fully stable 5 Walkham is going to do damage, regardless. But the augments is the big thing, right? That's what makes them. So obviously you're going to have one that's decked out, and then the second one will be like slightly less, more inferior, like slightly as good. And then the third one, I'm presuming, is just like random augments in it. Like, my augments are kind of crap, but free to play, I'm not focusing on them, right? So if we have a look at my augments on my Bobodom and Walkham, we can see. So I've only got a blue brain at the moment. 15% chance to shield team when you hit. He's a tank, so that works. Like, I'm definitely not min-maxing this at the moment. Like, I just haven't bothered with it. I was going to get them to +5, both +5, and then focus on some augments. 10% invade, which is obviously good because he's more evade. Damage reduction, block chance, evade chance, block chance. You know, just tanky ones on the tank, basically. Not 100% best in slot, but just, you know, just tanky ones. And then for Walkham, it's all the opposite, basically. 30% chance to attack strongest when you get hit. SP regeneration when at full health, which is not often, to be honest. Healing goes to shields. Dual strike, damage. So, you know, the tank has DPS, tanky ones, the healer has DPSy ones. Pretty straightforward stuff. But yeah, they're definitely not the best they could be. You rerolled 2 leg Friday and got 2 perfect empower augments. Nice, that's awesome. Yeah, because the augments and stuff are expensive. Like, you can only get certain augments, I believe, from buying them in the shop, which is just never going to happen for me. And then, you know, you just get them while playing like enchants and stuff. And then you can buy, we'll look in the shop when we get out of this battle. You can buy them in the shop as well. What am I doing? It's trade. It's not in the shop. Never mind. Do it when we get out of the raid. The green robot from World Boss? Yeah, that's true. That's a very good point. Yep, everyone should have that. If they're in tier 10, everyone should have that by now. Like, yeah, it'd be weird if you didn't have that. What do you mean by +5 farming? I stopped playing Bit Heroes like a year ago. Stable. Yeah, so, and what up, dude? Welcome back. What I mean by that is, we can't really, oh no, we can. So if you have a familiar, right? So we have 7 of these dudes, juice. And if you have, like, if you get a juice, let's do it with this guy. You have a booty, right? We have 1 booty. If you were to make another booty or got another booty, you could then stable it once and you would have a +1 booty. If you got another booty, you could stable it and have a +2 booty. +3, +4, +5. Every time you stable it, you get more TS and stuff. That familiar gets more TS and just becomes stronger. It's like 7.5% lifesteal stat, doesn't go up, but all its power, stamina and speed do. And then now there's augments as well. So we just looked at those augments. So for instance, Walkham, we were just looking at these augments. They scale with your stable. So a +1 Walkham, like a normal Walkham, this would not be 10%, 10.2% healing. It might be like 1.6 or something %. And then when you stable it the next time, it'll go up to like 2.5, and you stable it again, it might go up to like 3.8, that type of thing. These are all hypothetical numbers, of course. So yeah, every time you stable a familiar, these stats will go up, and every time you stable familiar, your augments will also get multiplied. So a 5 out of 5 fully stabled Walkham, like I have right here. You can see that there's Walkham in the 5 dots. He's maxed out. All of him will have full TS for the stables, and then his augments will also be multiplied, and the bonuses and stuff will go up. So the idea now that the augments and stuff have come out is to stable all the familiars you want to use, and then get like really good augments and augment them with it, and then they become absolute powerhouses. So a really simple change to the game. Like that would have taken no time to, you know, code and stuff, I assume. I don't code, but like it's not groundbreaking or anything, but it's added like a lot of longevity to the game because people are like, oh, now I've got to stable everything. Now I've got to get all these augments, da 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 da. So as far as the development side of things, really freaking smart. It's just like, yeah, extra content, extra padding on stuff that's not actually new content. They're pretty good with that. Like bringing out new expeditions and stuff. It's the same thing. It's not new content. It's just more padding for people to do more things in. It's not really new ideas or anything. We've had a discussion about that in length in the last few streams, so we won't go over that again. It's smart. It's lazy, but it's smart. But then again, I'm not a dev, so for me to say it's lazy is just some, you know, dick in Australia saying it's lazy. But considering the Drippy Men's, I think that's how you say it, was a 3-man dev team, you know, that's pretty hard to maintain all this shit. Now if it's gone to congregate and they, you know, have a bajillion people and games and stuff, hopefully because they've got a lot more resources available to them, they can kind of like progress things a bit more and not just do all this like fluff padding content that is not new ideas, it's just more of the same, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, it's easy for us to be like, you know, the whole like just consumer cracking the shits about everything, typical like stereotype thing. But yeah, I mean it's still more to do in the game, but it's just more of the same to do in the game. And it's another kind of bridge. The bridge is getting longer and longer between like whales and normal players. Because normal players would be like, oh, I finally, you know, +3'd my Walkham or something. And then augments and stuff come out and, you know, or like within a short amount of time, all the huge whales and stuff have +5, like every familiar with like, you know, really good or perfect augments and stuff. It's like, fuck, you can't even compete. Not that you could compete in the first place, but like I said, it just bridges that gap even further. Had to step away a sec. You get anything? Nah. Haven't had one persuasion come up yet. I was playing last night, and I did get I didn't get one Ragnar pop up. I got a Shade pop up, which failed, and I got a Squib pop up, which I caught. So nothing I need, which was nice. And then the other day, I got 5 Nostudus come up with, like, out of full energy. I did a full energy, so what's that, 430 or something? I got 5 Nostudus come up, not one joined, because he's a son of a bitch. So yeah, that sucked. I only need 2 more Nostudus. 2 Nostudus, 3 Ragnars, and +5 Bobodom is done. So as soon as we get those Nostudus, we're going Yeti hunting for a long ass time. Long ass time. And Viking, who's, I assume is still here, was talking to me the other day, and he's got 20 Yetis, I think. He just needs 5 more, and then he can like max his Yemic, which is pretty insane. So I just wanted to do a few 8 Teal'cs for the Teal'c bait tank. That shouldn't take long. Just wanted to do some energy, so there was like natural regen going on in the background. Even though it's like, by the time we get there, it'd only be like 2 energy or 3 energy, but still. 8 Teal'cs shouldn't take, 8 dungeon bosses shouldn't take too long. I have 18, it takes 18 for +5. You have 18 and it takes 18 for +5. That doesn't sound right. No. I have 10. Okay. You have 10, it takes 18. Yeah, see, 18 dungeon bosses for a +5 is nothing. That's so cheap. Because a +5 Yemic, for instance, is 30. 30 Yetis is a +5. So 18 for a +5 is so cheap. So I don't think I'll use badges. I think I've got like 30-ish badges that I bought with Guild XP, Guild Honor. I'm not going to use them for this this expedition because I probably won't use them till next tier. Because any gear I get is just going to be replaced with next tier because I'm not going to up tier anything. And I want that chest for the 2% dual strike, but yeah, again, if I get it, it's kind of going to be replaced next tier anyway. So it's not too big of a deal. It's more schematics. You know, if you get a schematic that lasts you the whole game, whereas gear lasts you a tier, unless you up tier it. And I looked at the fams that are in this expedition, and none of them are really helpful for me. So yeah, I don't think I'll use my badges on this. I will definitely use badges and super scroll and stuff when Yemic portal comes back, because I want Yemic. But yeah, for this expedition, for me personally, I don't really need anything. I want the chest, but I don't need it. And the fams that are in the schematics that are in this expedition, I don't really need. It's the neural bits that are killing. I have 22 each leg and it takes 10, so I need 60. That's like Hobbit figure, right? Effectively. Yeah, they're always the pain in the ass. But still, 18 dungeon epics for a +5 is mad cheap. I'm not sure if that Driffin fam I got is great. He has SP1 spread heal, good damage and speed, but I'll wait to see what people say. If he's got good damage, good speed with a 1 SP spread heal, that sounds pretty good. It just sounds like a Welcome Wimbo type thing. All the healers are squishy as hell, so. 30% dual strike. That's interesting. Double heal. They're all kind of the same though, when you think about it. They're all kind of the same. So Wimbo has crit chance. He can crit heal for big heals. Walcom has empower chance. He can empower for big heals. Oh, nice. Here, come if you're here. Congrats. This thing, dual strike heal, big heals. The only difference is their skills, basically. So like Walcom, I prefer because he has that hit one random enemy for 1 SP move that hits like a freaking truck, especially if it empowers. But you know, Walcom's the same, you know, whatever he has, and if it crits, hits like a truck. This thing, whatever it has, and it dual strikes, hits like a truck. So they're all kind of similar, just a little bit different flavor on them. The 60% chance when he gets hit to attack weakest for all. See, that's the good thing about Expedition fams, that they have that like built into them. That's really good. So a 30% dual strike healer with a 60% chance when hit to attack the weakest enemy. Sounds really strong on paper. It all depends on what his skills are, as what other skills he has. But on paper, that sounds good. I got Brutau Scam. He looks good. I mean, not a bad tank. I don't know who Brutau is. Oh shit, here it is. There, it's not. 5 Driffins per leg. We know what that, yeah, five dungeon epics per fuse. It's not a good time. It's like Sword, right? Will, you got Sword, don't you? I'm pretty sure. You got like just a base Sword, which was 5 of those purple, pink, purple triangle things? Pyramids? Raid epics. What did I say? Did I say dungeon epics? I meant raid epics, sorry. Yeah. 5 Driffins. Raid epics, yeah. I must have said the wrong thing. Yeah, 5 of them for 1 legendary is rough. I would never do that. I would, if I got a schematic like that, I would just, you know, basically throw it in the bin. It's never gonna happen. 5 dungeon fams, much easier, much more affordable, relatively simple. 5 epic raid fams for 1 fusion. It's not for me. It's not for me. That's why Yemic's really good. That's why Fatty's really good. That's why Gummy's really good. basically all of those expedition. I'm sure there's expedition fams for this expedition that are just going to be 5 dungeon bosses, dungeon epics. They're the way to go. I mean, I'm sure the ones that are the raid epics are really good. They'd have to be for the investment. But yeah, it's a lot of time investment to do that if you were going to do it. You would basically be forced, unless you wanted to like rip your dick off in frustration, you'd be forced to just gem every single one that came up. You know, you would need 30 of them. You would need 30 of them to +5 it. Getting 30 of anything to show up is rough. But considering they're raid fams as well, like, they're not necessarily, if you get a persuasion chance come up, it's not necessarily going to be them. So we're going for Ragnar. You know, there's Shade and Squib going to come up as well. So you're not guaranteed to get the thing you're after, the Ragnar you're after, for instance. Whereas if you do the dungeon boss thing, like you're guaranteed to, if it's going to come up persuasion, it's only going to be that boss, if that makes sense. Then again, the dungeon boss only comes up once. In this, the fam you're after comes up a lot of different times. So I don't know, like, it's probably, I don't know. The fam coming up more times probably is better, obviously, because you got more chance of persuasion, but because the persuasion chance is so low, they basically never come up. What do you think they should add to the game that would bring you back? Bring who back? $24K gems to bribe them all. Yeah, no thanks. Bubble, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. You should stick around after this for Dragon Quest. It'd be good to hang out if you're free. You plan to spend 25K for your pet? Yeah, that's true. But that's 25K for a pet. Like, you can do that all in one hit. You can do that within like 5 minutes if you wanted to. But doing a raid, say you needed 30 Ragnars, sorry. Just getting 30 of them to show up would take like fucking months. So, unless you just ran like Bub Gores for like 2 weeks straight or something. I don't know. Either way, getting 30 of a dungeon epic, a raid epic to show up, let alone catch them. Holy crap. Yeah, I think my dick would be in a different freaking stratosphere thinking about that if I was gonna do it. I'd rip it off so damn hard. Doing great, got the new bow mythic. Oh nice, I need to check it out. We were just talking about that before. How much money is that? 200 US? 200 US for 2,500 gems? Sorry, 25,000 gems? Australia gets shafted, man. Okay, what do we got? Oh no, it's the same. So they must like scale it, the price to the region, I guess? Or unless that's 99, I've never bought anything. Unless that's 99 US, and when you go to check out, that's probably what it is. It's 99, 100 bucks US. And then when I go to buy it, it's like, actually it's $130. It's like, no, I don't think so. That's what it would be. Okay, where's Bubble? There he is. Fuck, that's so good. I love it, man. I love it. It's so good. Yeah, I thought this dude was the boss of the Harry Potter level, but obviously not. Fuck, he looks pretty mad, actually. Alright, what's this thing? Yeah, this is the above thing. What's its skills? Because, okay. Ooh, target enemy 3 times. That would hit 6 times for me. That's pretty tasty. Drain all health from all enemies. If that dual strike, I could drain potentially 10 times. And then the two SPs you basically never use, right? That's a lot of damage though. This is the only thing that's a draw card for it. Okay, so what's that? 1.2 to 1.8 effectively. basically the same. It's near enough to the same, I guess. And then I lose this. I lose this, but I get a drain instead. Hang on. Deals 550 to 1700 roughly to a random enemy and 4 additional enemies. Okay. Drain from all enemies. So if that dual striked, it's less damage, but if that dual striked, it would drain health from all enemies twice, which I guess would proc pet as well. I'm guessing, right? Does that make sense? Elias, welcome, dude. What do you think? Do you reckon the drain is still an attack, right? So if it attacks all enemies, then the pet has a chance of proccing on all enemies as well. Dual strike, it would be, you know, the only problem is health all enemies. If there was 2 enemies, it'd only do 2. Whereas the other one, I'm pretty sure you attack an enemy and 4 other enemies. I think it might be if you attack an enemy and there's only 2 enemies, it would then hit them twice each again. I think it splits those 5 attacks with whatever enemies are on the screen. I think. I'm not 100% sure on that, so I'm not sure. It could be a thing. I don't know. I would love to get rid of this gun. Holy shit, it'd be so good. Aircon, welcome. Congrats on that set piece before as well. I didn't know if you were in chat or not, but congrats on that, dude. I was saying, what do you think they should add to the game to bring you back to the game? I knew you were a little burnt out. Oh, right. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I've thought about different things over the past. I did a video on different mechanics they could introduce or different things they could introduce. I don't know. I don't know. They need something. They need something big. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Damn it. They need something big because, like, you know, changing the fams with augments or something was, as I was talking about before, is kind of like, it's new content, but it's new content in the way that it's just padding out what's already there. It's not actually anything new. I mean, the augments are new, but the idea of just, you know, stabling things and slotting something in there isn't actually anything new to do. It's just padding what's already there. I don't know. You know, they bring out new tiers, and it's just new dungeon, new raids, new expeditions. It's just more of the same of what's there. There's no actual new mechanics or new exciting things. So I honestly have no idea. I have no idea. They could do like maybe like a world raid where it's like world boss and you all queue up and it's like 20 of you doing like a raid. They could do it either 20 people in one group, or they could split it into 4 or 5 mans, and then you all start. It could be like the map could be like let's say 25 man raid. The map could be like a star, right? So there'd be like one gauntlet down this way, one gauntlet this way, one gauntlet this way, one gauntlet this way, one gauntlet this way. You have 5 teams of 5, and they make their way down to the boss. And when they get to the boss, you wait until the other groups come together, and then when everyone comes together, it starts the raid, world raid boss thing. That could be something, but again, that's basically just world bosses, just on a bigger scale. That's just a different version of what already exists. I mean, that would be cool, to be fair. But yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. With new devs and stuff, we'll see what happens. But that like world raid thing, I don't know, someone surely has thought of that before, but that was the first thing that came to my head. Oh, you put it on? Okay, yeah, sweet. Let's have a look. I forgot to actually look at it. Can you put it back on? Sorry. And maybe get rid of your mountain is blob thing, if that's not too much to ask, just to see what it looks like. That's how those random enemy +4 enemies attack work. Yeah, so if there's 2 enemies, you hit one, and then you hit them both. Like, you hit again 5 times between them. Each hit procs a different random enemy, but never the same enemy twice in a row. Oh, really? Okay, so if there's 2 enemies, you only hit the 2 of them. So in that sense, it's the same as the drain health, except the drain health drains health, and the hit random enemy ones doesn't. So if the drain health does proc dual strike, then it's probably better, right? Because you get health out of it. And if it still procs dual strike and it's still an attack, then your pet would also proc, unless it doesn't count as 5 different attacks. It just counts as 1 attack, in which case your pet would only proc once. I don't know. That's the shit that they don't make clear. That's all like ambiguous stuff. More mini games, like fishing, but better. So if only 2 enemies left, it just goes back and forth between them. It does. Okay. All right. I'm confusing myself. Custom familiars. Yeah, but again, that's all kind of stuff that's already in the game. Like custom, if it was custom familiars where you go, okay, I want to mix this with this. Like that's it's new. It's a new mechanic, I guess, but it's nothing. It's not adding anything to the game that's new. It's just padding it out with more of the same stuff. They need something like a completely new idea, a new thing to do, not just, you know, not just your raid, not just your dungeon. They need something else, in my opinion. World Behemoth boss, yeah. Like again, that's more of just a bigger scaled, multi-leveled world boss, but at least it's something, you know. Imagine trying to get 20 people. It's hard enough to get 5. That would be a problem, 100%. Forced auto, or you kicked? Yeah, it should just be you can't like as part of the thing, you know. Like when it says heroic, like when we do this, you know, it would be like normal. Would just be like auto battle, forced auto battle or something. And here it would be 100% undefined, 100% experience, 100% gold fight, 100% capture rate. Auto battle, you know, forced auto battle or something. So no one could manual it because they hold it up and stuff. Like when you just go in, you have no control over your character. Like you just go through the motions with everybody else. I don't know how that would work because then mount attacks would be, or mount abilities would be null and void. I don't know. We're just spitballing really. So forced auto, yeah, maybe big group activity with a higher chance of good loot. Yeah, well that's pretty much what something around what we're talking about. Sorry, one sec. Don't apologize. It's just I just wasn't paying attention. Summon 2 mounts, and they're both the one I don't want. That sucks. What if custom layers were added where you can earn trophies from dungeons and flags? Trophies would be earned from the game, not as an in-app purchase. Like, what are the trophies going to do though? Or is it just like a status symbol? On the video I did on 5 new mechanics I'd like to see in the game thing, which I did probably near a year ago now, I mentioned that I thought like item layouts would be a good thing to do. And reading up on the whole like congregate buying trippy men's thing, that's one of the things that they said they were going to do. I have absolutely no faith that, you know, that anyone saw my video and went, oh, that's a good idea, because that's probably a pretty basic idea. But it seems like they're going to do that. So, you know, you could save what I'm wearing now as a layout. And then if you wanted to go tank, if you had a tank set, you could save that as a layout, and then you could just, you know, there might be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and you could just click 1 and it would come to this. You could click 2 and it would go to your tank set. You could click 3 and it would go to this, but like maybe with a different pet and accessory for PvP. You could click 4 and it might be the same as this, but with a different weapon for something. Like you can just save loadouts and with runes and enchants and stuff, you know, so you don't have to manually do it every single time. Like, so for me, I could just save, I could have 1, 2, 3, and it would be, because I don't really change my gear up basically ever, it could be 1 could be with you know, XP runes, the other one could be with undefined runes, the other one could be with capture runes, so I don't have to go in here and change every single time. I could just go, you know, click 1, okay, now I've got XP runes on, click 2, now I've got undefined runes on. But if you had different sets of gear, like Zil for instance has his DPS gear, his tank gear and whatnot, you could just save those loadouts and click 1, 2, 3. yeah, again, that's not new mechanics, that's not new content or anything. It's not gonna blow anyone's mind and be like, oh fuck yeah, I'm coming back to Bit Heroes because I can change loadouts. But it would be a nice quality of life. So I mentioned that ages ago, and it seems like they're gonna do it, so that's good. Trophies might be cosmetics, unless there are variations that give you unique abilities. Okay, so like, okay, so thinking about like basic trophies, it might be like what I'm doing now. Complete a heroic dungeon solo might earn you a trophy, and then you know, complete a heroic dungeon with only using familiars might net you a trophy, or you know, completing a raid with only familiars would be a trophy. Stuff like that. Is that what you mean? Normal, hard, heroic, ludicrous. Move, bitch, get out the way. Even more bonus to catch undefined XP, but you need to be max tier total, or you get wrecked. Yeah, you could do that, but again, that's more catering to whales. I mean, they can do that to cater to their whales, and honestly, the whales is who they're catering to. Let's be honest. All the stuff they're putting out is to get more money. So the people that are putting stupid money in are going to do it. But yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to that. Won't affect me in any way. Can't wait for that to come out, because changing from tank to DPS is a pain because of enchants. Yeah. So that's what I mean. That's why I mentioned it. I don't know how long ago. The things I mentioned, for the mechanics I mentioned, or the changes I mentioned from off the top of my head, was that a complete overhaul of the chat system, where you would have like world chat if you wanted to do it, guild chat, and then another chat here for like friends, and you would have, it would then come up with like the name of your friends. So Cyrano here, Lucas Meridius here, Slayer, whatever. The people that you're talking to, it would say like, it would have like a little box like this, and it would say Cyrano, next one, Lucas Meridius, next one, Slayer, next one, you know, freaking Trashcraft, next one, Zilpha, whatever it is. And then you click on that button, and then the chat comes up with whatever you're chatting about, and then you can click on the next tab and it'll go to the chat that you're having with that person. I think it's true. I got some chicken stank going. And then that way the chats you're having with people, rather than just be a pop-up that takes up the freaking whole screen because it's stupid, and once you click X and close that chat down, unless you open it back up by going to the person, going to, you know, bubble, clicking message to find it again, and then when you log out, that chat's gone forever. It would save all the chats in those tabs, and then if you wanted to close that tab and you didn't want it anymore, you know, you could just press X and it would be gone. That would be freaking handy, because then, you know, while you're doing something, like for me as well, making content or something, if someone pops up and says hi or something like that, it's a massive thing in the middle of the screen, whatever, it would just come up like this. So I think World Boss is like green, I think, a color, and then Guild is like that orangey color. I love you too. Maybe Friends could be like a, you know, like a red or something. And then you would just know that someone sent you a message. You could go in here and read it and be like, hey, what up? And you would have access to all your chats, all the history of the chats, and without it being obnoxious and on your screen and losing the chats every time you tried to talk to someone. And if you're trying to talk to like 2 or 3 people, you have to like move like you have to do this. Like you have to have this over here, and then you have to like have whoever this is, like over here. And like someone will message you and you're like, oh shit, I have to close this one down to see this one. And then you're like, who the hell was I talking to? And you have to go back through your thing and like, was it Chaos I was talking to? No, it wasn't. Was it Black Raven? Yeah, it was. Like, I don't know. Maybe you guys don't have that problem, or you don't chat as much or whatever, but I get a lot of messages in game. So having a chat thing that with all those, that filtered thing, I don't know. Oh, that's something I think they need to change really badly, because the chat in this game is absolutely horrible. UI rework, scrolling is such a pain in the ass. Yeah, so that's similar to what I was just talking about. The mobile version of Bit Heroes earned an Editor's Choice Award on Google Play and has amassed over 10 million in net revenue. Holy crap, that doesn't surprise me, holy crap. Trophies could be placed throughout the custom layer. It might be based on bosses, they would be more cosmetic. Okay. I despise the whales, it's pathetic. It's just, that's how they make their money, man. Like, here are all the people that are spending, you know, ludicrous amounts of money, like, you know, thousands and thousands of dollars a month, or, you know, even thousands of dollars a week type thing on getting stuff. Of course, they're going to pamper those people because that's where they get their money from. I'm curious about the other cities. Oh yeah, they were making other cities and player housing and stuff, weren't they? Zilfa's a whale. He's like a mini whale. He's like a dolphin. Yeah, some other things I think I named the video like 5 mechanics I'd like to see implemented that like aren't game breaking or something, like that are just quality of life improvements or something. One of them was the ability to hide your offhand and pet. So if people wanted to do you know, a cosmetic thing and they didn't want their offhand or pet to interrupt with it, because you can hide your mount. You should be able to hide your offhand and your pet, and hide your helmet as well, I guess. Oh no, you can do that already, can't you? But yeah, hide your offhand, hide your mount, and hide your pet. That would be kind of cool. Chat overhaul, item layering, and I can't remember what the other one was. You're the dolphin? That is true. You are the dolphin. I feel like whales on YouTube who I've seen play the game come off as douchebags. Yeah, I don't really want to get into that and talk about other content creators because that's just not how I am, and I don't really like to like pay out on people, and you know, everyone does things differently, and I've recently had a big blowout with something like that, where I've had things said about me. So yeah, I don't want to get into that because I'm not like a petty bitch that wants to do that and talk about that like other people and stuff. But I will say the community as a whole is pretty good, but there are some high level whaley type people that are a bit like obnoxious and make you jump through hoops and stuff just to, you know, talk to them, or you know, like getting on the friends list is impossible and that type of thing. So that was pretty off-putting for me when I started playing, because I would, you know, everyone when they started try to get help and stuff, and a lot of people would be, you know, like set you minimums and stuff. When you get to this level, message me, and then, you know, then I might do this or that, and you know, then if you can beat me in a duel, I'll add you and all this sort of stuff. It's like, well, how am I going to beat you in a duel when I'm level 100 and you're level 300, and all, you know, so that kind of stuff. I've never been like that. Like if someone wants me to add them that I can help, I'll just add them. Anyway, I know the folks that have me on their teams appreciate your setup. Yeah, man, you're super strong. Reese Cup cookies? I've had Reese Buttercups before, but I don't know Reese Cup cookie. It'd be an epic troll if whales got punished. That would be the end of the game. That would be the end of the game because they would stop playing. The devs would stop getting money, and then that's it. Done. I always find it I don't know what the word is here. Interesting is definitely a word that would make sense, but I find it intriguing. Something like that. One of the words in that kind of family. That some people spend that much on a mobile game. Like, you know, the whales and stuff that put in like $1,000 a week for stuff. Or, you know, $2,000 a week, or, you know, like a new pet egg or something will come out and they want it for cosmetics, so they just drop like, you know, $600 or something on it until they get it, just for cosmetics and stuff. That blows my mind. That, like, I don't know, you could do so much money. You could do so much with $600. You could, I don't know, like Zilfa just bought a new like top of the line like office gaming chair thing with all this lumbar support and, you know, leather, everything like maxed out, fucking awesome. You can buy one of them. Damn it. Instead of like buying pet eggs just for a cosmetic. Or, you know, you could, if you were gaming related, you could buy like 10 AAA titles or more for that money. You could pay your rent, all this sort of stuff. Obviously, if they're spending like $1,000 a week or something, money's not an object for them. Like, it's not a big deal. But it still blows my mind. I can't comprehend it. You know. I wonder if tier 11 will have ancient bow or ancient piece of armor since they did an accessory. I mean, probably. They got to switch it up eventually, right? Why an ancient bow? Just a weapon in general? Or armor in general? I wish I was rich so I could do that. Do what? Like drop 2k on pet eggs? It's because people don't think rationally, have gambling problems. Yeah, that's true. I got a mythic from Netherworld. Just then? I missed it. Nice, dude. So I can use Trogdor's Bite and get back to looking sexy cosmetic. I want a bow. Yeah, I want a bow too, man. I really like bows as weapons. So anyway, we've talked about whales and money and stuff in depth. So, you know, there's people that do put money into the game, like Zill, for instance. But that's not, you know, that's fine. But the people that drop multiple thousands of dollars a week is, I don't know. I can't understand it, you know. Yeah, but you're not that way, dude. You're not that way at all. Not even close. Not even close. Zandian, what up? Were you chatting before, or were you lurking? I don't remember seeing your name before. Stupefied. There's a what's that band? It's a disturbed song, isn't it? Stupefied? Lurking? Nice, I love a good lurker. I like to push end game content. It takes a lot of consumables to push. Yeah, it does, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you're not dropping thousands of dollars a week. Like, I'm talking about like the ultra freaking insane people that just, you know. I have no problem with people putting money into stuff. If that's what they enjoy, they can do it. I just don't understand that to that extent, is what I'm saying. You know, if you drop $2,000 in a week on a pet egg and consumables or something, you know, you could buy a mid to high end PC for that. People spend that much for an account pet is stupid, unless you're uber rich. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like they must earn so much money that it's like they don't even care. Which, like, that's why I can't fathom it, because I've been poor my whole life, because I've been kind of ill my whole life. I've never been able to hold down a job properly. So, like, I've just never had money to throw away on stuff. So I can't even, like, even begin to try and even understand it. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. Anyway, it won't be too long until we see some form of new content, right? I don't know whether this whole buy of, like, the Bit Heroes, the whole dev change buyout thing, will affect tier 11 delay or something, because obviously tier 11 was in the works, right? We've done the math. It should be out in the next month or so, maybe within the next month or two. I don't know, somewhere around there. As far as like staying true to previous timelines. So it shouldn't be far away, but the buying of the changing of devs and all the rest of it may push it back, especially if they're gonna throw, like, you know, fancy, glittery, shiny objects at us to distract us from being bought out and being like, everything's fine here, and just like shower you with random stuff so that you think everything's all good. Come on, at least give me something. Fuck. I don't know, so maybe that will push back the next tier, and maybe that's why they're throwing out like a new expedition and stuff to kind of like pacify people a little bit. I don't know, but whatever it be, whether the new tier comes out or new content they're going to throw at you to keep everyone happy, all that sort of stuff, we will see some new stuff fairly soon, I would think, because they're going to need to get on top of it, because most people would be like hesitant, not hesitant, would be either angry or I don't know what the word is I'm trying to think of, but like iffy about the whole thing. Like, I don't know about this. So they're going to have to do something to, you know, reassure everyone and keep everyone happy. So yeah, I would expect some new shit to come out fairly soon. But that's just my opinion. I don't want tier 11 to come out until I get Star Weave. You don't want tier 10 to come out until you get Merciless? Well, I mean, who knows, man? Who knows? It might come out later, as I said. It might get pushed back because of the dev issues. We'll find out. I mean, there's nothing in the news, right? That's not the right button. Oh yeah, we were going to quickly do... We were quickly going to do a look at augments as well. Okay, let's do a quick augments before we finish up. Here we go. So these cost, I got 2k, so I could buy 2 of these if I wanted to. 1 bonus, and these are cheaper, 1 bonus. So this is a skeletal lining. This is a regulator pump. So if we have a look at what they are on both of our fams, you can see Bobodom has a, like, he doesn't have a legendary of these, but he has a legendary evade. So this is like probably pretty good for him because he's an evade champ. So the more evade, the better. So we could get a legendary for him there. If we look at Walkham, he doesn't have a legendary at this at all. So we could probably buy him a leg and hopefully get something good. So let's do that. Reminded me of the new types of ruins. I wish they'd make them craftable already. Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about them. I didn't even push in PvP or anything, or whatever it was, because I never do. So I just got shitty blue ones, but whatever. Is buying 1 legendary rune worth it? Yeah. Let's buy one of these and see what we get anyway. You've got to buy a legendary rune to start, all right? You're not going to buy all of them at once, so you may as well start. But I would buy these minor ones first. Buy these, and you can hopefully you can get XP ones, or item find ones, or capture rate ones. XP is the best overall because no matter what you're doing in game, you're going to be earning XP. So if you get both of these, 40% boost to XP in general is good. You're getting almost half a level for free when you level up once. You're getting half a level for free almost. Item find, 40% item find is going to help you with item find, but in reality 40% is not much. And then capture rate, same thing, 40%, not much, but every little bit helps. But XP is going to be the most useful overall, because even if you don't have these, no matter what you're doing, you're earning XP, right? So I would start with those mini ones, then I would go to these, and then I would get this last. So I'm sure you've got whatever you've got, like you might have a rare in here or something. Just keep that and then work on these, but I would get those 2 first. But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I would assume. That's what I would advise though. I pushed 5 duffels in trials and still got a shitty blue one. Oh really? That hurts. Was it trials, was it? You want SP drain or incoming damage on a bone? Ink damage? Pumps you want in power or DS? Okay, anyway, let's see what we got, right? Where is it? I bought it, right? Oh, identify. Here we go. Let's see what we get. While below 25% health, heals received from skills are 14% more effective. Thanks for the advice. It's alright, mate. While below 25% health, heals received from skill. That's crap. We don't want that. We don't want that at all. So we could re-roll. Yeah, re-roll it. We could re-roll and save, only re-roll it once, so that we've got 500. We can buy one of the other ones. All right, let's re-roll it, see what happens. 3.4 redirect. Okay, that's not particularly helpful either. So that kind of sucked. It's not too bad, yeah, but not for Walkham or Bobodom. Well, for Bobodom it could be alright, but he's evasion, right? So like, where is he? Oh my god, wrong thing. That's a good augment. I 100% agree, but not really for the fams I have. Because if he gets maxed, that's going to be so much evasion. Plus he's 30%. We could put it on. We could put it on Fatty. Actually, I think Fatty's already got stuff on him. Oh, there you go. He's already got a redirect chance legendary on him. Redirect Bone is king for Bobodom. I don't know, I just wanted to stack evasion on him. Anyway, let's buy one of these as well. See what we get. %2 damage and rage. Rerolling that bad boy. Redirect, yeah, redirect to your tank is good, and then I guess he can evade it as well. I don't know, but I just wanted to see how much evasion I could get him to. But I've got them both, so I can just swap them around. Doesn't really matter. Damage and rage is pretty much pointless. So, who would damage and rage even be good on? Maybe Raleska, because he has natural damage and rage. But can anyone think of? It's bad, yeah. Can anyone think of why would you ever use this? Oh yeah, I will reroll. We're just having a chat. Does anyone is there anything anyone would ever use this for? I can't imagine so. And that's also really bad. Robo 2.0. No one would use it on. Speed, the same thing. Speed's shitty. We could re-roll that one more time. I don't know if I want to though. I think I might just save up for another. For PvP, yeah. We'll keep that one, and then we'll save up another 1,000 to get one of these. You swap for PvP? Oh, I can't be bothered, man. I can't be bothered. If I was gonna buy like a shitload of tickets and do PvP for an hour, I would. But just for the 2 natural regen or 3 natural regen, I just picked the top target anyway, so it's not too important for me. Anyway, that's it for Monday Capture Rate. We didn't catch anything, but we got a few come up for persuasion, which is something, I guess. I just want to check. I did get a squib before, so I have 4 of him. I have 4 of Shade, so I've almost have enough to get a Raleska, Romeroid, sorry. If I was to go down that thing, I could also go down the Walkham Wembo track, but I won't. So yeah, hopefully we can get the last few Ragnars we need so we can start doing Yetis. But I have all the Yetis and all the Blubbers I need. So yeah, I got 3 there, and I should have 2 Yetis, yep. And then I just need 2 of these bad boys, and then 3 Ragnars, and plus 5 Bobodom is done. So once we get the 2 Nosdudus, we're just doing Yeti for days. And, 2 Nosdudus shouldn't be too hard to get. I might even get it before Thursday, and then Thursday we'll just go hard on Yeti, but we'll see. Either way, that's it for now. If everyone that's just here for the Bit Heroes content, I will see you on Thursday. For everyone else that wants to stick around for Dragon Quest, that'll be going live in 10 minutes or so. I'll just go get a snack, and we'll start that. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.